Well, hi, everybody. Hey, Scores are here. Hey, this is the prediction show for Monday, February, I think, 8th. You check that. Yeah, no, Monday, February 7th. We've got some games here. Let's go through them real quick and try and get through this. All right. Game number one, Florida International at home to Charlotte, laying a point and a half. And computer says wins the game. That's a money line. We're on the other side of the line. We say the underdog wins. We're going to play a straight up play and a money line play here. So Charlotte's our pick. Hofstra at home to UNC Wilmington, laying 7.5, and computer thinks that's too many. So he's computer's taking the dog here. UNC Wilmington. UMass Lowell at home, giving Hartford 4.5. Computer says 7. So Lowell's our play. Colgate at home to Holy Cross, laying 17.5. And computer says 22, but Holy Cross has been playing better lately. Computer is slow on the take on the when teams start to turn it around. The computer's the last one to know. Just looking at the macro, not the micro. So Colgate's the pick, but I'd walk away from that in the real world. Chattanooga on the road, laying 5.5 to Mercer. Computer says 17-point victory. Chattanooga is our play. Tennessee Tech at home to Eastern Illinois, 13.5 is a line. Computer says 20. Tennessee Tech's our play. Furman on the road to East Tennessee, 5.5 is a line. Computer says it's a 14-point victory for Furman. So we're taking the road dog or the road favorite. We're taking Furman. Richmond. Ooh, this is perplexing. Well, two good teams. First off, Richmond at home to George Mason, laying way too many. Come on, Vegas, you're just baiting people into that one. Laying 7.5. Computer says it's a 1-point victory for Richmond, so we're taking the dog, George Mason. Drexel at home. Similar story. Drexel at home to James Madison, 4.5 is the line. Computer says 3. Taking the dog here, James Madison. Navy at home to Lafayette, laying 9.5. Computer says 15. Navy's our play, but man, Navy has been just really unreliable lately. Boy, I'd be surprised at a Navy anytime soon. Western Carolina at home, getting 4.5 from UNC Greensboro. See how I did that? A little upside down and whoopsie doo. So Greensboro laying 4.5 on the road to Western Carolina. Computer says 8-point victory for UNC Greensboro. So that's our play. We're taking UNC Greensboro. Stony Brook at home to New Hampshire, laying 4.5. Computer is on the other side of the line. That's why we're shaded in green. It's a money line opportunity. We say New Hampshire wins by 2. So that's our play, New Hampshire. Vatech at home, laying 12.5 to Pittsburgh. It's computer says it's a 17-point game. I made this declaration some time ago. I now hereby do declare Pitt to be a bad road team. They're a good home team. There's a really bad road team. So I got all the confidence in the world in this play right here. I think Vodtek's going to steamroll them. Presbyterian on the road to Hampton, 4.5, laying 4.5. The computer says 8. Presbo is our play. Temple on the road to South Florida, laying 3.5. A lot of this on the road laying points thing. This is Vegas, right? That's Vegas. That's them doing that. Temple on the road, laying 3.5 to South Florida. We say it's a 13-point victory. Temple's our play. Middle Tennessee at home to UTSA, laying 13.5. The computer says 19. Middle Tennessee's our play. Duke at home to Virginia, laying 11.5. Computer says 16-point victory for Duke. We're taking the Dukies. Howard, probably the best team in the MEAC. On the road to Delaware State, perhaps the worst team in all of college basketball. Easy victory for Howard here. 14.5's the line. We say 31. Howard's our play. Belmont at home to Austin P. Are you kidding me? Man, Austin P's having a bad year. Belmont's having a great year. 19.5 is the line. Belmont by 25. Belmont's our play. Another money line opportunity here. Florida A&M at home to Prairie View A&M, laying a 1.5. Computer says it's going to be the other way around. We're on the other side of the line. We're taking the dog to win. Prairie View A&M 69, Florida A&M 68. So that's a money line play. Prairie View A&M is our play. A whole bunch of SWAC games coming at you here. Texas Southern on the road to Bethune-Cookman, another SWAC game. Lay in 8.5. We think Texas Southern wins by 17. That's our play, Texas Southern. Montana State going to poke. See, their sister Montana couldn't pull this trick off last week. They couldn't go, 350 miles and play Idaho State and win. Idaho State's got two wins on the year. Well, now Montana State gets to do it. Yeah, Idaho State won by like 12 or 15. It's ridiculous. So Montana State on the road to Idaho State, laying 9.5. Good team, horrible team. 24 is the line, or 24 is what the computer says, so we're taking Montana State. This game has no line, but I ran it anyways. North Carolina Central on the road to South Carolina State, winning by 8, and then hopefully when that line comes in, we'll be able to make a play out of that. Kind of surprised here. North Dakota State at home to South Dakota. I always had in my head that South Dakota is a decent team. Now, South Dakota State is a tremendous team. But South Dakota is a decent team. And I never thought North Dakota State was that good, but the numbers are pretty clear. North Dakota State laying too many, 5.5 to South Dakota. That's where we get you. That's where we get you. We're going to take the dog here, South Dakota. After all that bluster about North Dakota State. We'll drink your pool of water. North Texas at home to UTEP. North Texas, one of my favorite teams. They're quietly getting it done big time this year. North Texas laying 9.5 to UTEP. We say it's a 12-point game. North Texas is our play. Now you have entered the SWAC land. It's all SWAC. The next 4 games are all out of the SWAC. Alcorn State on the road to Mississippi Valley State, laying 10.5. I can't tell you how bad that is, Mississippi Valley State. And Alcorn by SWAC standards is good. By SWAC standards, okay. Anyways, 20-point victory for Alcorn. That's our play, taking Alcorn. Arkansas Pine Bluff. If these two teams played, it would go in about 15 overtimes. And the score is probably going to be like 50 to 50. So Jackson State's got some game. Laying 4.5 on the road, Arkansas Pine Bluff. Computer says 13. So take Jackson State. Now we flip the script here a little bit. Grambling at home, laying 4.5 to Alabama A&M. We say it's a 2-point game. We're taking the dog. Alabama A&M. Southern U, good team. At home to Alabama State. Let's see. Between Alabama State's a decent team. I always get the Alabama State and Alabama A&M mixed up. But Alabama State's a decent team. Alabama A&M is, well, I'd have to look again. I just get them mixed up. So Southern U at home, laying 11.5 to Alabama State. We say 13. Southern U's our play. Arizona on the road to Arizona State, laying 12.5. Computer says 28. Arizona's our play. But Arizona State's been playing great lately. Oh, boy, this game. My goodness. Are you kidding me? Kansas and Texas? Let's do it. Kansas at Texas, laying 0.5 point. Computer says Kansas by 1. So we got the 0.5 point here to play with. We're taking Kansas. So you're going to follow Kansas and Texas up with, like Baylor and Houston, right? Or Auburn and Alabama, right? No, we're going to follow it up with SIU Edwardsville at home to Southeast Missouri State, laying 1.5. We say it's a 1-point game. We're taking the dog, Southeast Missouri State. Our final money line play of the day is Southern Utah at Montana. Now, got some thoughts here. So we're on the other side of the line. Vegas says Montana at home beats Southern Utah and lays 1.5. We say Southern Utah wins by 5. Montana just embarrassed themselves with that horrible road trip to Idaho. Idaho, where somebody ran through the entire state 20 years ago, 22 years ago, ripping down all the basketball goals. So that's why they're so bad. The whole state, Idaho and Idaho State, are just awful. Yeah, somebody did that. That's my theory, anyways. So they're either going to have to atone, right, for that awful performance and defend their home court. But Southern Utah is a good team, got better numbers. Will Montana meet the challenge? We're going to say Southern Utah is going to come the road trip and whatever mind trip Montana's on and prevail. And so we like Southern Utah here. That's our play. This is a no-brainer, really. Northern Colorado at home to Northern Arizona. Been playing really bad lately. 9.5 is the line. Northern Colorado laying 9.5. Computer says 11. Northern Colorado's our play. So that's going to do it. Just a quick hit. Get all these games out there. Hopefully you guys that want to go put some money on to, take a little bit of what I have to say into mind. And, I'll be a resource for you. I'll give you the computer's angle from things. So that's going to do it for us here. Just a 12-minute video. Perfect. We'll catch you on the next. We'll recap Monday's action when all the games go final. We'll catch you then. We'll talk to you later.